everybody. Welcome to This Day. It is Monday and it's November 16th. We don't have any open meetings today, so we'll just jump right in to tell you who's on our show. Of course, Monday always brings us Jeff Parker, and he's got a Laguna Woods update. Then because we've been talking so much about mask wearing, I thought I would go ahead and do one of my segments on wearing our mask and how to appropriately wear it, and why we wear it, because there's a lot of science behind why we wear the masks these days. All right, let's go ahead and jump right into our COVID-19 information that we regularly give you. You can go to covid19.ca.gov where you can get all of the governor's plans, and he is going to be making an announcement here this week, so hopefully we'll have additional information about which direction California is going in. OCHealthInfo.com is where you can get all of your numbers by zip code, city, state, a variety of different information demographics there that you can choose. And you can go to their hotline at 714-834-2000, or you could go to our website, which is LagunaWoodsVillageAlerts.com. And then you can email us any questions or concerns at info@LagunaWoodsVillage.com. Now, it was an absolutely beautiful, pleasant weekend. I hope you had some opportunity to share outside how lovely it was. Now, we are heating up a bit today. We are going to be high of around 84 today, so it is going to be a bit warm. Although our overnight lows are in the 50s, so that'll be 58. Tomorrow, 75, 56. Wednesday, 72, 56, Thursday, 70, 54, and then we're going to start our weekend with 69, 52. Now, our sunrise this morning was 6:24, and the sunset will be at 4:47. Now, I found a delicious cake. This is a cranberry upside-down cake, and it's just an alternative to our Thanksgiving dessert, so I thought I'd share that with you. And you can find that on chowhound.com. And if you would like to send in a recipe along with a picture of a dessert that you will be making for Thanksgiving, please share it with us. Laguna Woods Village TV @gmail.com. All right, when we return, we will have Jeff Parker, so stay tuned. What?
All of it.
This is your time. You're ready for what's next. And what's next doesn't include compromise.
Don't you have a doctor's appointment?
Yeah.
Introducing AVA, a new Medicare Advantage plan from Alignment Health Plan that gives you access to a primary care doctor and specialist from the comfort of your own home with 24 hours a day, 7 days a week concierge service. Benefits include no monthly premium, dental, vision, and a $0 copay to see a doctor with low out-of-pocket costs, full drug coverage, pet care, and more. Plus over-the-counter dollars and a Part B premium giveback of $50 per month. It's the plan built for your time.
What next?
Well, that novel ain't gonna write itself.
Those who are Medicare eligible can call us at 866-628-9431 for more information and your free no obligation gift.
Have you been struggling with swelling, aching legs, and varicose veins that keep you from being as active as you once were? Using the latest in advanced techniques such as Venus Seal, Golden Coast Dermatology Skin Cancer and Vein Center offers minimally invasive treatment with better outcomes and quicker recovery times. Dr. Tidwell is an expert in vein care and can help you get back to having healthier and active legs. Golden Coast Dermatology. Call today to schedule your appointment and get back on your feet.
To help stop the coronavirus, the CDC recommends to avoid contact with people who are sick. Cover your cough or sneeze with a tissue, then throw the tissue in the trash. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects and surfaces. Stay home when you are sick, except to get medical care. Wash your hands often with soap and water for at least 20 seconds. For more information, contact the CDC. A message from Village Management Services.
Welcome back. Well, Jeff Parker Baker is here with us, and he's always got the best information and the most up-to-date information here. Good morning.
Good morning to you. How are you today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good. Good
Coming
weekend.
off a relaxing weekend. I know. I loved it. The weather was gorgeous, and it was just nice and relaxing. Although football yesterday, did you enjoy football?
I didn't watch that much. I was out in the yard. It was such
shocked.
beautiful weather. It was well. The Bears play tonight, so.
Oh well, fantastic.
So
Well,
I get lucky and get a separate game.
oh, good. Well, we'll see how happy you are by Friday.
That's right.
All right. Well, we do have new information regarding COVID, and all weekend I think people have been disappointed, frustrated, concerned. I mean, we're just kind of all going through all these different emotions because things are changing again.
And they're reflecting kind of what's going on in the nation and the state. Is that there's just been a big influx in numbers in the last couple of days. We had the last 2 days we had 528 cases, and then yesterday it was 639 cases, which is a big jump compared to what we were seeing a couple of weeks earlier, where we were in the low 200s, and sometimes had dropped even down into the 100 range. So that's concerning, and of course the trigger is then the ICUs and the hospital beds.
Right.
Now, when you look at those 639, obviously any death reporting is unfortunate. And again, those 2 deaths that were reported were in non-facilities. So those are residents living in single-family homes or apartments that unfortunately passed away. The ICU numbers at 90 is the concern I think that everybody's expressing, and seeing that those numbers have gone up. Now 90 is the same number for 2 days in a row, so that hasn't changed. The 242 in hospitalization's gone up just a little bit. It was just a little lower than that in the 235, 239 range the other day. So the good news for Laguna Woods, the community of Laguna Woods, which the village is clearly a big part of, we're still at 87 cases.
Okay.
That hasn't changed, and 9 deaths, which hasn't changed. So we didn't change over the weekend,
Good.
where we saw those big spikes in the cases throughout the county. Now, when you go to the numbers that are looking at the 7-day average, you can see where we were at 6 per 100,000, and now we're at 5.6. So
Right.
that we talked about how that's a good number. However, on the news yesterday, it was reported that because of this lag time and because of the current numbers that they have and these spikes, tomorrow it's very possible that Orange County may get put back into the purple zone, which is the worst category, Tier 1, which is widespread COVID. And that's probably based on these case histories, plus that creeping up in the hospitalizations. Now, we won't know for sure. Keep our fingers crossed that we stay in the red.
Right.
But all of the counties around us have gone back into the purple. And that concerns a lot of people.
I guess I wonder though, and I think it would be worth looking at, is to see, since they have gone back, are they seeing lower numbers? I mean, I haven't checked, so I'd be curious to know.
Well, I know in LA County, they've been in the purple, but they've had huge spikes. They had over 3,000 cases the last 2 days. So those are way up. So just because you're in one category or another isn't necessarily controlling this process. What's really impacting the cases is twofold. One, people are getting tested, so that you're going to get that number. But secondly, it goes back to, again, I think there's more socialization that has occurred out there, and people less careful about wearing their mask and washing their hands and everything, because that, again, that's still the best defense we have right now. Positive news this morning about another shot, that could be on the market fairly soon, along with the Pfizer one. And this one had a very good rating, just like Pfizer, of something like 94% success rate. The one thing that they said that's real positive about this new shot is that it, unlike the Pfizer one, it doesn't require the really, really cold storage. So they're thinking that implementation out to doctors and drugstores and that to get people the shot may happen quicker with this second one. So I think that's the goal, is to get as many of these out there as we can. So if we can get 2 or 3 or 4 that are really, really successful, then we have a much better chance of getting everybody inoculated that wants to get the shot and get that done as fast as possible. again, I want to stress that what we hear on TV and the reality that we're in, nothing's going to happen real quickly.
Right.
And so with these numbers going up and the fact that we're not going to see something probably until early in the spring, we're going to be real cautious here in the village with regards to how we reopen anything or if we retrench a little bit. We're not doing anything inside right now, and that's going to stay that way. But we can still do outside activities. Those are still permitted, and we're going to do that as long as we can make it sure it's safe.
Right.
And that's where we're at.
Good. Well, you know, like I said, I think everyone's kind of frustrated. We've been in this situation for so long, and then now we're looking at possibly extending that. So I think it's a bit on the frustrating side. However, like you mentioned, we are outside still doing things outside. Thank goodness our weather's holding nicely where there's no rain. I mean, even if it's cold, we're okay because we have heaters, but nonetheless, if there's rain, then we're kind of in trouble. So
That makes it difficult.
So good. Well, thanks for the update on that. I
Sure.
appreciate it.
I do have a couple more things. I just wanted to remind people that next week we've got Thanksgiving coming up, and we will have modified hours with regards to our transportation program. There won't be any transportation on Thanksgiving Day, and then the following day we'll have a modified system with our plan a ride. So make sure if you need a ride on that Friday that you're contacting our transportation office with regards to that. And then Thanksgiving dinner. Don't forget, Restaurant 19 is making available that you can order Thanksgiving dinner with them, and it can be, then you can go pick it up or at curbside type of activity. So that's really great for some people that can't get out or feeling uncomfortable about getting out. So make sure you take advantage of Restaurant 19 and their Thanksgiving dinners. And then the last one, I know it's a couple weeks beyond that, but it can get here pretty quick. I wanted to mention that the Village Holiday Golf Cart Parade is coming up, and it's going to be Saturday, December 5th at 2 o'clock. And so if you want to get registered for that, please go on ActiveNet and work with our Recreation Department to get signed up. It was a real big hit before, so we'll want to do it again and see how many people we can get out there.
I like that. At least it gives them something to look forward to. If by chance we can't meet with our relatives and things like that for Christmas, at least that's some nice way to get together with everybody.
That's
your
one way to keep the
neighbor
village together.
Exactly. All right, well, good. Well, we look forward to that information. And then we are going to have a special segment this week regarding our malware situation. Tell us a little bit about that.
So where we're at right now is that we're getting our computers back up, all the systems scrubbed and cleaned so that we don't have any additional malware. We're not only the one that we dealt with, we got that fixed, but we want to go back through our machines and all of our software along with our hardware and make sure that there is no other malware that's out there that could affect it. And then, so we're progressing in 2-3 different ways. One, making sure we scrub everything clean and make that process. Secondly, getting it back into the system, getting it on board so our departments can start using not only the data that they have going forward, but what was real important for some of our operations was that we have this historic data on what's happened in the last month or 2 months, especially in those categories.
Right.
And then the third one is to get our system where it's in the cloud, and the backup system is the best possible advantage that we can do so that we can call that up anytime we need that with the most security, using the technology that's now advanced in this area to protect us as best as we can from these kind of attacks that are going on, not just in the village, but are going on all throughout Orange County. And we're still working with the Orange County Sheriff's Department and the FBI with regards to their investigation on what's going on. So what I want to do later this week is I hope to have some additional information on what we've completed, on what we know, and we'll be getting communication out to our community, but I'll be coming on and talking about it in a little bit more detail.
Okay, well, that's perfect. Well, thank you. All right, well, very good. Have a great week, and we'll see you again in just a couple days. All right. And when we return, we are going to tell you why it is so important to wear a mask, just as a reminder. So stay tuned.
It's never too late to improve your health with exercise. Challenge yourself to get moving in the morning. Hi, I'm Susan Tuttle. I'd like to encourage you to tune in to Channel 6 each weekday mornings at 7:55. 30 minutes of daily exercise will add years to your life. What are you waiting for? Come join me.
It's important for you to get your financial house in order. And so it breaks my heart sometimes when I see widows that come in with $100,000, $200,000 to their name, and yet their broker has lost $200,000 or $300,000 in the market when they shouldn't even have been in the market. The most satisfying part that I find in working with retirees is when they come in on their annual reviews and the market has had a bad turn, and we know that we can sit down and look at them and say, you haven't lost any money.
Envision, the eye doctor's #1 choice.
We are a community of surgeons and optometrists dedicated to helping you live better by seeing better.
We offer advanced lens options to fit your lifestyle. We also offer the latest in laser technology for cataract surgery. We are Envision, the eye doctor's #1 choice.
With clear vision, all things are possible. To schedule your appointment, contact us at 866-599-2740.
Well, of course, we have been told to wear a mask, and there are a variety of different masks, but we wanted to tell you the importance of wearing a mask and why we all need to do it. I know we have many people who say, oh, I don't want to wear a mask, and they do feel very uncomfortable, but it's really important that we wear the mask. So we wanted to give you some evidence. The evidence shows that consistently wearing a mask in public was associated with a 70% reduction in the risk of catching SARS. SARS-like COVID-19 is a respiratory illness caused by the same family of viruses called coronavirus. So the facts are that places with widespread mask usage has seen a greater success in preventing major outbreaks or reining them in. So many people across the country are refusing to wear masks, and this can create problems, obviously, as well as spreading the disease much faster. Now, this is how a mask works. Masks reduce the spread of infectious disease by catching microbes that are expelled by the wearer and protecting the wearer from microbes in the environment. Now, why should you wear a mask? Well, when we cough, sneeze, talk, or simply breathe, we are emitting a plume of air and droplets, which are largely composed of saliva, mucus, salts, and if we are infected, potentially dangerous microbes. The smallest of these droplets may hover or drift through the air for hours, exposing anyone who enters that airspace. So in conclusion, wearing a mask is not only protecting yourself, but protecting others for potentially getting the coronavirus. So please wear your mask.
Most real estate agents stick to the 3 Ps of marketing. They place it on the MLS, they put up a sign, and pray that it sells. Laguna Premier Realty takes a different approach to marketing your home. From professional and high-quality photos, to high-definition video, single property websites, and 3D virtual tours. We will make your property stand out and, most importantly, sell. So whether you are looking to list your current home or find your dream home in the Village, Laguna Premier Realty is here to help.
Parkinson's disease is a neurological movement disorder affecting an estimated 1 million Americans, including many under age 40. It has no cure. Parkinson's is not limited to how a person moves. It can also cause symptoms like depression, fatigue, and impaired speech. Today, there is a new diagnosis every 9 minutes, though Parkinson's can be present for years before being diagnosed. The American Parkinson Disease Association is the largest grassroots network in the United States, working to help ease the burden and find the cure. For more than 50 years, APDA has funded pioneering research and provided critical support to those affected by Parkinson's. Visit apdaoptimism.org today to find out how you can help millions live with dignity and optimism. Your action today will help APDA put an end to Parkinson's disease.
Hi, I'm Vince Ferragamo. I spent some of my best years as an NFL quarterback, but today I've got a new team, and we're helping seniors who spent their best years fighting for our country, defending our freedom, and informing the nation. Our hometown heroes need help. AgeWell Senior Services is their lifeline. Nonprofit AgeWell can do all of this because you care enough to give. Please join me in supporting AgeWell. Donate today.
Today, we are marking the beginning of a new era as City of Hope opens its first location right here in Newport Beach.
We have 500 scientists and doctors who have dedicated their lives to beating cancer. So they use that intellectual capital to try to make sure every patient gets the best care possible that's known to science.
Welcome back. Our Monday movie today is Shawshank Redemption. Great movie starring Tim Robbins and Morgan Freeman. And Andy Dufresne is sentenced to 2 consecutive life terms in prison for the murders of his wife and her lover, and is sentenced to a tough prison. However, only Andy knows he didn't commit the crimes. While there, he forms a friendship with Red, who's played by Morgan Freeman, experiences brutality of prison life, adapts, helps the warden, and etc., and a variety of other things, all in 19 years. So that's a really great movie. You can see that today at 2 p.m. and also at 6 p.m., and that is brought to you by Hoag Orthopedic Institute. Now, for those of you who are recently moved into the village and you reside either in 3rd or United, they will have a new resident welcome, which will be a virtual one. And it will be on Wednesday, November 18th, 4:30 p.m. That's for United, and then later in the month for those who move into 3rd. Now, you can go to the LagunaWoodsVillage.com website, and you can look up new resident, and they will go ahead and bring you right to the part where you're going to sign up for that. So that's a really nice thing to be able to do. All right, hopefully you got out this last weekend and you saw the Flukes, because they were performing at the Little Village Drive-In. And this weekend, we are going to have the Theater Guild, and they're going to be doing their Johnny Carson Show 2020 edition. And I don't believe we have any rain forecasted for the weekend, so that still should be going on. That'll be on Saturday, November 21st at 2 p.m. And you can get tickets at ActiveNet, which is $5 per vehicle. And the way you get to ActiveNet, you go to amenities, recreation, and then you can log into ActiveNet through that. Now, there is an interesting program that is happening through the Theater Guild called I Am Me. Now, it's called the I Am Me First Holiday Edition. They've done it before, and it's where people tell stories about themselves. And this one is going to reflect those of you who have had a holiday that has impacted you in some way. So if you would like to participate and listen in, you can send an email for the Zoom link to theaterguildlw@outlook.com. Now, one last thing here is we have the Rummage Sale that is happening this weekend. However, you can donate items for sale on Tuesday and Thursday of this week from 1 to 3, and you just drive to the Florence Sylvester Senior Center, and you can drop it off there. You just open up your trunk, and they'll take the items. Again, you can drop those items off on Tuesday and Thursday from 1 to 3, and then the sale is this Saturday from 8 a.m. to noon. Now, there is a dinner that's coming up. Now, I know that Jeff earlier in our program mentioned Thanksgiving, but there's also a different one that's going to be December 5th. Now, this is a little bit different, where it's an evening apart but together, and it's being put on by AgeWell. It is a live cooking, music giving, and impact. So you can join them for a 4-course meal in support of the senior community, and it's everything you need delivered to your door to cook alongside world-renowned Chef Asman of Sapphire Culinary Group. Now, you can bring a friend, you can let your grandchildren, let anyone you know can do it, and they can participate. So it's $75 for a single dinner, and a dinner for two is $150. Now, if you would like to participate in this, you need to email, or pardon me, you can go to the website, myagewell.org, and get all of the information about what kind of food. Now, it is a little bit on, maybe a little pricey, but the good thing is that you'll get a really good gourmet meal that you're going to be able to cook alongside the excellent chef. So that looks like fun. I think you should give that a try. Might be something good to do. All right, let's take a look at our weather one last time. It is going to be warm today, but overnight in the 50s, but it still is going to be a gorgeous week. 84 today, 58 overnight. Tomorrow goes down to 75, 56, and then a little lower on Wednesday, 72, 56. Then we've got Thursday, 70, 54, and then Friday, 69, 52 into our weekend. Now, everything looks wonderful for the weather. Doesn't look like we have any rain in the forecast, so that'll be great for our weekend. And then, of course, you can always watch our program here at 12:30 and 5, which are repeats Monday through Saturday. And you can tune in again tomorrow. We'll be right here at 9 a.m. for additional great information about your community, the Village. So have a great day in the Village. Happy Monday. Stay healthy. We'll see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.
My name is Angela. I'm 51 years old and I was diagnosed with a heart murmur. Before the surgery, I was struggling to breathe. I was missing out a lot on playing with my son. I decided to go to Hoag from Nevada to have my mitral valve repair because the surgeons there are excellent.
My personal approach to patient care is really taking care of a patient as if they were a member of my family.
After the surgery, I can chase him and run around and play with him as much as he wants.
It's like a miracle. It's like this patient made it through the toughest time in their life, and it's an awesome feeling.
The feeling to see these patients recover, especially when they're critically ill like that, it's just the best feeling in the world.
We wanted this to be one of the top cardiovascular centers in the region, the state, the nation, and to be recognized for that. We've achieved that.
If I had to go back and make the same choice, I would choose Hoag again. They treated me like family. This changed my life, and now I get to be with my son.
Hi, I'm Ann Mundell Noel, audiologist and owner of Amazing Hearing. As an audiologist, I have the education and expertise to assess, diagnose, and treat hearing loss. Hearing aids are only one part of the treatment process. The way we have been taught to fit, counsel, and use hearing therapy is what makes us different. Amazing Hearing, audiologists with the education, expertise, and empathy to change how you hear.
There are everyday actions to help prevent the spread of respiratory diseases. Wash your hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Stay home when you are sick. Cover your cough or sneeze. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects with household cleaning spray. For more information, visit cdc.gov/COVID-19. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Tip. Toss. Take action. Don't give mosquitoes a fighting chance. Don't give mosquitoes a fighting chance.